Hello and welcome. If you're like me and constantly trying to decipher what's going on in your cat's head, this video will be perfect for you. After all, felines don't speak our language, but they have a rich and detailed way of communicating body language. Often when we look at a cat, we only think of its meow or purr. But the truth is, a feline's entire body speaks. From the position of its tail to a simple movement of its ear, everything can indicate whether it's happy, curious, irritated, insecure, or even needs space. And here's a curious fact to get your attention. Did you know that cats have over 20 variations of tail movements alone? Each of these can represent a completely different emotion. So, if you've ever wondered if your cat is trying to tell you something with that fixed gaze, that wagging tail, or even when it rubs against your legs, stick around. Because today we'll uncover 5 common cat body language signals and what each one really means. Before we get into the content, I want to welcome you, newcomer. This is the channel Cat Forever, where we unravel the fascinating and complex mysteries of the feline world. Here you'll find educational, practical content and tips to better understand your cat, improve their quality of life, and strengthen your relationship. So, if you love cats as much as I do, subscribe now and activate the bell. Today's topic goes beyond mere curiosity. Understanding your cat's body language is essential to avoid conflict, improve coexistence, provide security, and, most importantly, meet your cat's emotional and physical needs. Failure to interpret these signals correctly can lead to misunderstandings that often result in scratches, bites, or a stressed and insecure cat in the home. Get ready because, in addition to identifying each sign, I'll also show you the possible causes behind them and, of course, the best ways to deal with each situation in a practical way. What you'll learn here will transform the way you view your cat. When we talk about feline body language, it's like we're dealing with a secret code that often goes unnoticed by humans. Let's start by exploring the 5 most common signals so you can spot them in your daily life. The first sign is that tail position. Tail is practically an emotional antenna. A cat that walks with its tail erect, slightly curved at the tip, demonstrates confidence, contentment, and a willingness to interact. However, when the tail is low or hidden between the legs, it can indicate fear or insecurity. An important detail: when the tail wags quickly and firmly, contrary to what many people think, it doesn't mean happiness, but rather irritation or frustration. It's like a warning, don't mess with me now. The second sign is the movement of the ears. The cat's ears are like radar, constantly moving to capture sounds. When they're facing forward, the cat is curious or relaxed. However, when they move sideways or backward, especially when flattened against the head, it's a clear sign of fear, discomfort, or even imminent aggression. This detail is often overlooked, but it's one of the most important for predicting a possible reaction. The third sign is the gauzy and pupil dilation. Cats' eyes speak volumes. Dilated pupils can indicate excitement, fear, or alertness. A fixed, prolonged stare can be interpreted as a challenge, especially when directed at another cat. On the other hand, that slow, calm blink is one of the most affectionate displays a feline can offer, known as a cat kiss. It's a gesture of trust and affection that many owners still don't recognize. The fourth sign is in positioning. The cat curled up, with its body arched and first standing on end, is clearly in a defensive posture. A cat lying on its back can cause confusion. Some owners interpret it as an invitation to pet it, but it's often just a position of vulnerability and trust. If you're going to touch its belly, be prepared. Depending on its temperament, it may accept the caress or react with quick paws and scratches. And the fifth sign is the active rubbing. When your cat rubs against your legs, furniture, or objects, it's not just a display of affection. They're marking their territory with scent glands located on their head. This behavior is both a sign of comfort and belonging, and a form of communication with other cats. It's as if they're saying, "This is mine, this environment is safe for me." The causes behind these signs are multiple. Part of it stems from an ancestral survival instinct. Cats are hunting animals, and also potential prey, so they need to be very clear in their body language. Another part stems from the home. Environment, stress, lack of enrichment, noise, or changes in routine directly influence them. We also can't forget health factors. Often, subtle changes in body behavior can be the first signs of pain or physical discomfort. Therefore, carefully observing your cat's body language is essential not only to understand their mood, but also to identify emotional or health problems early. Now that you know the signs, it's time to understand how to respond to each situation. Let's take it step by step. If your cat's tail is low or hidden, indicating fear or insecurity, the solution is never to force contact. Ideally, respect their space, provide safe places, and allow them to approach at their own pace. Boxes, shelves, and dens are great options for making them feel protected. If their tail is erect, take advantage of it. It's the perfect time to interact and strengthen the bond with affection. Or play. When the ears are back or flattened, it means the cat is uncomfortable. In this situation, the tip is to reduce stimulation. Speak in a calm voice and, if possible, remove whatever is causing stress. When the ears are pointed forward, it's the ideal time to offer interactive toys or simulated hunting sessions, which stimulate the cat's natural predator instinct. Regarding gaze, if you notice very dilated pupils, try to identify the reason. It could be play, but it could also be stress or pain. If it's during interaction, use toys that redirect energy, such as ones with feathers or balls. And here's a simple tip: return your cat's slow blink. Slow blinking is a form of communication that strengthens trust and bonding. Regarding the arched body and raised fur, never try to touch or pick up the cat in this situation. The best solution is to provide a safe environment and let it calm down on its own. When it shows its belly, evaluate its individual temperament. If it usually accepts petting in that area, great. If not, prefer petting its head and back, which are areas it accepts more. And when your cat rubs against you or household objects, take the opportunity to reinforce this sense of belonging. There's no need to scold or prevent it. On the contrary, providing scratching spots, such as vertical and horizontal scratching posts, helps channel this behavior in a healthy way without damaging furniture or walls. In addition to specific solutions, some general practices help in all cases. Environmental enrichment with a variety of toys, shelves, elevated resting areas, scratching posts with different textures, and daily play sessions. It's also essential to maintain a stable routine with fixed times for feeding and interaction. Cats value predictability, and this significantly reduces signs of stress. Another essential tip is to learn to reward positive behaviors. Whenever your cat interacts calmly, use positive reinforcement with treats, toys, or affection. This way, your cat will associate the experience with something pleasant and repeat it more often. Now you know how to interpret 5 fundamental signs of cat body language: tail position, ear movement, pupil dilation, body positioning, and rubbing. Each of these behaviors provides valuable information about your cat's emotional and physical state, and learning to decipher them is a huge step toward improving coexistence and providing a better quality of life. Remember, the key is to pay close attention and respect boundaries. Your cat communicates constantly, and the more you learn to interpret this, the stronger and more harmonious your relationship will be. Small details make all the difference and can even prevent stressful situations or detect health problems early. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to leave a like. Comment below which of these cues you noticed most in your cat and whether you already understood what they were really trying to say. Also, share this video with other pet owners, because the more people who understand cat language, the happier and better cared for your cat will be. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel now. Cat Forever and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. Here we always bring you tips, curiosities, and guidance to help you provide a better life for your feline. See you soon. Until the next video.